Hey everybody, this is my buddy Dave with the South Atlantic Fishery Management Council. And last year I learned a little something about deep sea fishing that maybe not a whole lot of people know about, but when you go and fish one of these fish from really deep and you bring them up, it causes something called barotrauma. And that's why you see like photos on, I don't know, social media where the fish's eyes bugging out of their head and looking gross and scary. Well, the reason for that is because it's something similar to what's called the bends. You guys might have heard that, where divers, if they come up too fast, nitrogen bubbles build up inside their bloodstream and they get sick. Same sort of kind of thing happens with fish. And Dave here is going to explain some of the devices that have been invented to help mitigate some of these problems. Want to go over some of that with us?
Yeah, so there's descending devices, and descending devices are basically devices that you can latch a fish onto them, and the fish will then be descended to depth. Okay. And as the fish descends to depth, these gases recompress. Okay. That recompression allows the fish swim bladder to kind of equilibrate and then allow the fish to swim off on its own power. Yeah. Because a lot of times without those devices, you leave a fish on the surface and it can kind of float there and not get down to depth on its own. And then it's susceptible to kind of suffocation on the surface or predation from sharks or birds or things like that. And so descending devices are a big one we kind of promote here at the council. And then another one as well is venting tools. Venting tools is those are a way of actually puncturing the swim bladder at the surface. You can basically allow the gas to escape the swim bladder, recompress on its own, and the fish basically doesn't float at the surface anymore and can make its way back down.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, barotrauma is a really interesting thing that, like I said, I only learned about it last year from you guys, and I was fascinated by it. And these tools are fantastic. Now they're not 100%, but they do help mitigate the amount of damage that these commercial fishing vessels and things like that. If you're fishing up a bunch of small ones and they're blowing up like that, you want to send them back down. You don't want to keep damaging the population because you want to get that fish at size, So at some point they got to say, hey, listen, all we're catching is small. We got to target something else. But I guess I guess if you're promising somebody you're going to get a big fish, we're going to get you a big fish. And that's one of the things.
Yeah, the fish don't always cooperate.
No, I can't predict it.
For sure.
So, but I'll link something to these guys right here so you can check it out, and also put a link in the description for they'll take you to the YouTube channel that will show you the effects of that fantastic little device that'll take the fish down and they'll decompress right before your eyes. I've seen it myself. It's pretty cool. Well, thank you, David. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So, hopefully that information will help a lot of people out in the future. So,
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll make sure that we kind of take care of our animals, man. Because it's not their fault. They're down there. We're tricking them with fake food and stuff.
For sure.
And then we're like, oh, I don't want them.
Yep.
So anyway, all right, cool. Thanks. Have a good one, my man.
You're very welcome.
So as it goes, the conservation corner is usually pretty small. You can see it's just a little tiny corner of the convention, and it's all pretty much the same type of thing. Of course, FWC was there, but they didn't really want to talk a whole lot about controversial subjects or anything like that. So I respect that, and so we kept that on the DL. But basically, really, it's at this show, it'd be like handling the fish correctly, that kind of thing, and taking care of our wildlife and our native waters and things like that, and taking care of the animal that we're with respect. And that's what was most important to me about talking to some of these guys out here. here's those lures I was talking about over at the new product showcase. And this here is Larry. He's the designer of these lures. These are fantastic. They're so alien and so spooky. I love them.
Electric chicken for you saltwater guys.
Electric chicken. So how do you rig something like this up?
All right, well, we're gonna have it two different ways. You're gonna have a line through, like this one is here. And then we also have a solid head that you can put your favorite jig head on top of, or you can do a single 10-aught hook, just a straight shank hook with a couple beads, and then run your line through if you want to also. But this is not as solid as a head. This is a more solid head here.
Yeah, it's pretty, and it's a hollow body there, so I like it.
Your favorite jig head here for this one, line through with this one with a 7, 8, 10-aught treble hook on the back, and then you can pick and choose your weights that you want to do.
Yeah, those are neat. Y'all might remember some of those I filmed over there too. Look at those weird little aliens. I love it. I love
That's
it.
the Jester.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see. Like, yeah.
The King's Court Jester.
Yes, sir. Now this would, you just rig this up just like a regular jig, or even a Texas rig or anything like that?
Texas rig, 5-aught hook works the best on here because it'll get you out of the thicker body of the plastic and be able to texpose it right here on the back side of it. Our 3-inch version, jig trailer, Ned rig, chatterbait, spinnerbait, buzzbait, the micro size. Helps you skip those baits right up under those docks. Same way with the 4 1/4 here also.
Yeah, it's like most of my viewers know that I'm a big plastics guy. I use the worms almost exclusively. I guess this is like your frog.
This is our Patriot, actually. It can be fished as a frog, but the head is so thin, it's going to get ripped out real easy. So this bait was mainly designed for a drop shot bait.
Okay.
Being from the Northeast,
yes, sir.
We do a lot of finesse fishing, dragging a lot of neds, drop shotting a lot, shaky heads, things like that.
This would go over really well around here.
That's our glider, another drop shot bait, but you can put an open hook on the nose, hook it, and jerk it through the water like a small jerk bait.
Okay. What is your most unusual one you have? I've noticed. Oh, you got smaller versions of your Sentinel here. Look.
Yep, that's our Sentinel 2.
There's your little baby aliens there.
And then
I love that.
Our 2.875 version.
Now these could be set up as a Texas rig also.
#1 Hayabusa hook right here with a lightweight Texas rig. Works really well.
Yeah. So are these any of these set up to where you can pull them through the water so we can see how they look?
We've got some back here.
Oh, yeah. That attracts some attention for sure.
And then this is our Jester, like I talked about, as being used as a jig trailer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's very active. Presentation's really nice on that. It looks crazy. So you can kind of see how he just sits in there.
That's
being, he's got a hook. He's got a hook in it, right?
Yep, that's being fished with an owner Ned head.
Okay.
Just a 1/8 ounce Ned head shoved up inside of it.
I'd like to throw it myself. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
That's our Trifinity worm. That's the worm that started it all for us. Caleb at 11 years old came to me and said, "Dad, we got to make a different worm."
Yeah.
I said, "What do you got in mind?" And he, about 6 or 8 times back and forth, here it is.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't seen a worm like that. I haven't seen it in Bass Pro or anything like that. Where do you sell it usually?
Online.
On your website?
Yep.
Okay, I'll make sure I put a link in the description for that.
JBroslures.com.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm glad I came over here. I was looking for y'all because I really wanted to take a closer look at some of these more like unusual designs. This is just really cool. Wow. Everybody who knows me. I like unusual stuff like this, and you know. So thank you, sir. I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be in touch.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'll go grab it for you.
that's day one. I got into conversations with all kinds of people today, other YouTubers, and yeah, this has been a really, really good day. I got bags full of swag, and I'm super stoked. So it's time to start heading back, and I'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll see what we can get into then. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, day two. At least it's day two for me, because this is actually a 4-day event, but I'm only attending the final 2 days. So mostly due to work, you know, and make sure that I take care of business first, and then come out here and have a good time. Yesterday was good. I made a lot of connections, and it was a lot of fun then. So let's see what we can get into today. All right, guys. Yeah, these good old YakAttack products. I got my first one last year. I always like to come in here and check it out and talk to the guys, find out what type of, you know, end of the show deals I might be able to get. I mean, you look at like cool stuff like this. They got the cup holders, they've got mounts, they got all kinds of stuff. You've seen the box so far, and I need to do a review on that soon. So. Hey, you remember Camo Korean from last time?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so he attends the show like I do through American Tackle, so we obviously will want to hit this show like hard. So, but yeah, you doing all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Just meeting people. I finally met Roland Martin over there. Got a picture with them. Just making connections with other companies and stuff. I actually have to hit some up in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they want to talk to you, man. They definitely want to talk to you. That's for sure. I do have a video coming out soon, guys. We hit the econ, and y'all gonna see that soon. This guy was pulling out the fish that I keep missing.
Yeah, and yeah, you guys should check it out. It was an awesome catch.
Yes.
You know, totally unexpected. And what was weird is I'd seen it beforehand. Just upriver.
Oh wow! Oh, so he swam down river, and you caught up with him. Said, "Uh-oh."
More or less, you know.
The fish stalker. All right.
Yeah, right.
So we're checking out the show. We're just enjoying everything. We're making connections, talking to people, and yeah. So all right, guys, stick around. We'll see what else we can get into.
All right, guys.
Man, look how small these little lures are. Look at them. Little tiny things. I love these. They're cool. Just have one around is just kind of a novelty in itself, but they will be good for like panfish and things like that. So yeah, I like keep an eye out for that. So Z-Man chatterbaits are your favorite?
Yes, out of all bladed jigs or vibrating jigs, Z-Man is my favorite because their design, the way with the hex blade and connection to the head itself, is just the perfect thing. Now you have so many different versions, Project C, Elite versions, the original, micro, mini, flashback. They have so many different types. Even the Willow Vibe with the small willow blade, they all produce different vibrations, noise, chatter, whatever you want to call it. But just going through the different ones that I've used the jackhammers. They also have a stealth blade, which is a clear blade and it's plastic instead of metal. So it puts off a different sound and vibration too.
Okay.
It's more subtle, but it's very good for using in clear water. And then these Project Zs, these are a heavier version, so it's for like deeper water. I do have one model of it, and I have caught a lot of good sized bass off of it, but it's not really a go-to thing because it's just too heavy for a lot of Florida waters.
All right.
But my main go-to one is just their original
chatterbait. What are your favorite colors?
Black and blue, chartreuse, and purple.
Okay.
They don't have a purple version here. I know they do have the skirt because I do have one. It's a June bug color.
They do got your black and blue over here.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll use that for nighttime fishing, but it'll work in the middle of the day too. 'Cause sometimes they won't go after a natural color or a chartreuse pattern, but they'll hit that black and blue. And black and blue, a lot of times they'll resemble more of like a bluegill color.
Okay.
You know, darker colors.
I wonder, like at night, I wonder, like, what's going through the fish's mind when they do see like a black and white. I guess they're seeing the flash.
They don't see anything.
They just see the movement, or they feel it.
They got a lateral line, so this lateral line picks up where this bait is. And what's unique about it is this lateral line, it'll tell the bass how big the bait is, where it's coming from, where it's going, if it's prey or predator, and the size of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is this guy's favorite lure, man. So it's something's working.
Oh yeah.
Something's working. So yeah, that lateral line is what's telling him it doesn't matter what color it is then.
No, not, at night not really, unless you have like a full moon or a lot of like street lights around the area. But color really doesn't play a factor. To a point, yes, darker colors will put off a darker profile, a silhouette. So say if a lot of bass are ambushed, so a lot of times they'll come up to attack. You know, they're hiding in the foliage, vegetation and all. And they'll see that, and in the sky, you know, you have the moon shining down. So if you had like a white pattern or a clear pattern, it won't produce as dark of a silhouette as a dark, you know, like a black, blue, purple, even a green pumpkin.
Okay.
Brown also works. So usually, if you're working in a lighter nighttime area, like more visible, I would go with darker patterns.
Okay.
But during the day, you could go through all of just play and see what works. Not all bodies of water are the same.
Right.
Some colors work better than others. You know. So.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for the info, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
That always helps out. This guy, he's got it together. So I listen. You know. So.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes that's what you need. You need somebody
Giving
to.
you all my secrets.
All right.
We're running out of room.
That's a good thing. Show this year. It's excellent. That's awesome. That's a good one. That's a good one, Kevin. I'm proud of y'all.
Hell yeah.
What do you need?
Not that one. It's a different one.
Hey everybody, I'm here with American Tackle. I'm hanging out with Gary. He's the manager of the European branch, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. They won Best of the Show for their new product. You want to give us a go on that one?
Absolutely. So what you're looking at here is innovation coming from American Tackle, as always. And like you said, we won not just the award category for this component, but we also won Best of Show.
That's fantastic.
Super lightweight. You got to hold on to it as it floats away.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
It's weighing in at just an ounce. So yeah, when you think about normally, you would have a reel seat and then have separate grips. That's going to be weighing in quite a lot. And for build time, it takes a little bit longer. What we've done is taken it into one complete product, which is not only super sleek and sexy, but it's performance based. So it increases sensitivity. It's lightweight. It's durable. And it's very modern looking. And it's just a thing of beauty.
It is a thing of beauty. Look at. Let me put it up close so my viewers can see the awesome carbon fiber texture there.
Yeah, so we call that forged carbon, and some people are referring it to like a camo carbon, you know?
Okay.
Which you can see why they're saying it. So what we've got is multiple layers of pre-preg there, which makes it not only lightweight, but like I said, really strong. At the moment, you can see it's very thin in the middle, so when you're building your sort of like your bass rod or something, you only actually need to put the blank only to about here. So you're not actually having that extra blank weight in the bottom.
All right.
That's why you're reducing weight there as well, but it's still extremely strong.
That is fantastic. Yeah, carbon fiber is an amazing product. I mean, they're putting on race cars, you know, and airplanes and things. So yeah, so now it's in the fishing gear as well.
Well, we want it for the casting, but we also have spinning. So if you hold that rod, you feel immediately how low.
It's almost non-existent in my hands. This is amazing. In fact, this is one of your new builds, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. because I saw it when it came in the first day, and they showed it to me, and I was amazed. Look, you got your carbon fiber texture there, and this is just a gorgeous rod. It's almost weightless. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so if any guys are in the market for the, to be the most up-to-date, modern, and innovative design for their rods, you got to be looking at the Tsuka 2s.
Yeah, right.
That's the handles.
The Mazuka 2. That's fantastic. I love it. Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you, and congratulations on your win. That was really, really cool because I was sitting there when you guys got it. It was like a big excitement, and
We had a big party last night.
Yeah, yeah, best of show. Fantastic. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Cheers. Thanks. Man, that's ICast, man. I had a great time. What about you?
I had a really good time meeting people, making connections with companies, and
Yeah.
just overall, just seeing all the new products, gear, apparel,
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, it's been a fantastic show. I had a great time, and I'm glad to bring you guys along as well. And Camo, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have to plan another trip
Another
soon.
day in the
Yep,
books.
Another day, yep.
All right.
So next time I get to come out your way.
Yeah,
You pick
yeah.
out a river, man. We'll hit it. So
Or you can let the YouTubers pick a place in Orlando area and be like,
Okay.
hey, we want y'all to go there.
yeah, that's a good idea. May I'll set up a poll and say where would you like to see us fish next. So yeah, cool. Look forward to that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for watching, and like always, take care.
And until next time, tight lines.
Yeah.
All right, man.